Alrighty, welcome to another Arena Cube draft, where we draft the Boros Cube. What do we got here? Mox Opal, Corey Steel Cutter, Spellbomb, Mana Leak, Gut, Fury, Pyrokinesis. Wow, Pyrokinesis and Fury. Honestly, I don't know which one's better. I think Fury probably is better, but I bet it's closer than most people think. Instant Speed is a pretty big game because you're not casting these for mana that often. He was almost gone, right? All right. This is going to be one of those don't do as I say or I do drafts. Bonus points to anyone who knows what I'm going to be taking here. But let's just try to live a little. All right. I'm going to take Mox Opal. And I'll follow it up. Not a Troxa. I'll fill up with the Scalding Tarn. It's fine. It's also a Tezzeret Cruel Captain. Actually, we're just going to go for it. We're just going to take Tezzeret. We took Opal. Now there's Lotus Petal. Oh my God, there's Luris. If I had gone like Steel Cutter or something or Pyrokinesis into Tarn, I might Luris. But here, there's Petal, Ancient Tomb. I'm just gonna take Petal. We're not taking Luris. Oh, look at that. Rewarded with a fourth pick Tinker. If you force it, they will come. All right. Now we've got some moves. We got Petal, Opal, Tinker, and Tezzeret. Let's keep the train rolling. And then here, easy Chrome Mox. We're gonna continue with the 0 mana artifacts. This is where, I really feel like I deserve a 5th pick Academy or 6th pick Academy. No, that's probably not gonna happen, but could easily get Mishra's Workshop or other big artifacts. Bolus's Citadel is what I really would like to tinker for. Coveted Jewel. Some nice options. Again, you absolutely shouldn't be drafting like this, but it seems pretty sweet. There's a Lelia here and a Tundra and a Haywire Might. I'm just going to take Haywire Might. Haywire Might you can tutor for with Tezzeret. You can technically tutor for it with Tinker. Opal provides green mana, as does Lotus Petal. So just going to take all the cheap artifacts. We're going to give no one we're passing to has any incentive to go into artifacts. So, and we got a 4th pick Tinker. So it feels like it's pretty good from that direction. Pest Infestation is a great card. I still kind of feel like Bloodstained Mire is better for where I'm at. Yeah, I think so. Even with taking Haywire Might and kind of wanting green mana, I think taking a fetch land there is good. And then here, there's Jar and Batterskull, but I think I'll just take Spell Pierce. I don't really see myself tinkering for Jar or Batterskull, and honestly, I don't find those cards to be all that effective anyways. I think that this looks like a pretty good artifact start. Mana Leak Wield? I'll take it. Either Spellbomb is late too, and Pyrokinesis Mother Runes. I don't really know what's going on, but Mana Leak is good enough that I'm supposed to just take it. Here, I guess I could take Glimmer Lens because it's an artifact. I don't really see myself playing most of these cards. Sure. And then I will take a Talisman, though. Even a green-white Talisman. Talisman's a Talisman. Okay, so going into pack 2, I've got a Tinker and a Tezzeret and Opal as kind of like build-arounds with Petal, Mox, Talisman, and then, of course, trusty old Haywire Might, providing a little bit of backup. Ooh, some red cards. I've got Tursa, and I'll take it, though I don't think I'm that likely to play it. And then here, likewise, whatever. No cards I'm playing. And then here, I don't think I'm playing Seething Song ever, really. That card needs to go. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, we got a Caracas. Caracas is too busted. I'm going to take Caracas. This card, even with no legends in your deck, there's some red-white decks that just can't beat it. Their opening hand is like Inti, Kellen, just like legend after legend, Adeline, all that. Passing up on a Wheel of Fortune, Arid Mesa, Vista, Third Path might even come back, but I think Caracas is just way too good to pass up, so I'm going to take that. I also have a decent amount of white lands, so we could maybe be getting something going here. Here, I guess I'll just take Remand over Flooded Strand. I don't need the fixing that much right now. Trinket Mage is also there, which I wouldn't mind getting back. This looks like it could be artifacts control of some kind. Oh, there's a Time Twister and a Stock Up. So I'm going to take the Time Twister because I do think ultimately I want to be the kind of deck that plays Time Twister when you have like Chrome Mox, Lotus Petal, Mox Opal in your deck. Stock Up is obviously very, very good, though. Makes me a little sad to pass it. And then here, oh, Mishra's Bauble, baby. I mean, Dak Faden is good, but I have a bunch of good threes. Mishra's Bauble is just such a strong card. It makes Mox Opal tick. Good to play in front of a Time Twister. Get you a loyalty counter on Tezzeret. I mean, what isn't there to love? And then here, oh, I'll play Fracture Identity, a little mana ramp deck. I've got white. I don't think Snapcaster is looking amazing. It wouldn't be bad. It was Spell, Pierce, Mana Leak, Remand, and I guess sometimes Time Twister or Tinker, but Fracture just always works. Passing a Steam Vents for Bloodstained Mire and a Wrath of God and Damn. Actually, one of those might come back. And I think that could work out kind of nicely. And here, Map's still here, which I think means no, it's pretty likely Academy. No one's taken it. I haven't gotten many artifacts this pack, but you know what? You don't first pick Mox Opal to not force artifacts. I'm going to assume artifacts is still alive here. Let me just switch real quick just to see. Yeah, I've got Time Twister, Tinker, Tezzeret, Fractured, a bunch of mana stuff. All right, we do need a little help here, but you know what? We might get there. Well, Golos is kind of nice with Karakas, but I could just take Memory Lapse. The 2-mana counters are very strong, and now that I have 3 of those, yeah. Passing Saheeli, Wasteland, Golos. I'll take it as a sign, though, that no one's an artifact. See? The artifact cards just haven't been open. Pack 3 is when the artifact cards come. Everyone knows that. Another insane cope. Here. Raugrin Triome is a blue-white land I can fetch with Mire. It's that or Talisman. I actually could use another Talisman, so I'm just going to take Talisman. It doesn't really look like a Tendrils deck. If I end up with Citadel, then not having Tendrils is a little unfortunate. Prismatic Vista's still here. I don't know why, but you know what? I'll take it. It's fine. And then here, Trinket Mage. So yeah, it does seem like artifacts are reasonably open. I just need a busted artifact to make this make sense. A little Mox, a Mana Crypt, an Academy, a Workshop, and then also things to cast with Workshop because I don't even have any big artifacts. I'll take a Prismatic Ending. I do like that card. I'm kind of backdooring into like a pretty solid like blue-white control deck, but oh look at I have almost, I was going to say all the Bant Talismans. Like I said, don't do this at home. Oh, this is interesting. I will take the Boots. If I end up with Urza Saga, Lavas per Boots is pretty good. You go get them to haste the second token. I hate to dress down so it doesn't kill my Urza Saga. Okay. Oh, last pick Saheeli. See, it's so open. It's so open. Where are my cards? Where are the good cards? I guess I could take Fable. Yeah, Fable is good. I do have Bloodstained Mire, Prismatic Vista. Iteration Talisman, Sheldock. Yeah, there's some cards that could come back. Okay. And then here, Force of Will and Retrofitter. I got it. Just take Force of Will. I'm not even a good Retrofitter deck. I would love to take it, but I think I'm supposed to just take Force of Will here. And there's Lion's Eye Diamond. That's interesting. I have Time Twister. What am I giving up? A Polluted Delta? I don't care about Polluted Delta. All right. Let's just take Lion's Eye Diamond. See if we can get somewhere. I'm not even sure where at this point. Jace the Mind Sculptor is pretty nice with Force of Will and a bunch of 2-mana counters, so I guess I'll run that. And now I just pick up Brain Freeze Breach and we're set. Ooh, I'll take Chromatic Star. Nice, nice. Literal no payoff for being artifacts. I'm Mox Opal and I guess Tezzeret to some degree, Saheeli. These are kind of things that care about artifacts, but none of the actual strong reasons to be an artifact. This is going to be a nice deck. And then here, well, there's a Mightstone and a Weak Stone. I mean, I have all these talismans. Let's go. Let's go. It's pick 6. So my next 2 picks could be Breach, Brain Freeze. They could be Academy and... Oh, I never even saw a single thing to tinker for? What is going on? No, clearly no one's drafting artifacts, but also no one has a reason to, including myself. So I have a lot of cards I need, and there's only 2 packs left. Pick 7 and 8. Let's see. This was none of the cards, so already bricked. Unless, is there any way I could channel here? Let's take a Mana Confluence, I guess. I have there's an Echo of Eons I could wheel with for this LED, but I don't even have like Hull Breacher or a Storm card. So like, what am I even doing? This deck is non-functional. Look, I said I wanted to do something, and I guess I did something. Yeah, I guess I'll see where this ends up. But if I got a Breach here, but then I wouldn't have a Brain Freeze. If I got a Brain Freeze here, I don't really know how I'd combo it exactly. There's the Breach. I don't even have wheel. I have time twister. All right, let's take the breach. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe I should take. I should just take one of these to tinker for. I think the endstone could actually win me games. All right, I'll take the endstone. And I have now. What is going on? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to just go back and forth so much. I'll take Shelldock here. I want some powerful stuff. This Expedition Map doesn't do anything. This Lava Spur Boots doesn't do anything. This Glimmerlands doesn't do anything. This Bloodstained Mire doesn't do anything. I mean, I have red cards, but I don't have any lands to get with it. I guess this Mana Confluence probably does end up making the cut. Oh, there's a Chrome Host Seed Shark. Oh, let's go. I should probably just take Willow Rush Verge. I don't think Seed Shark is going to do much for me, and this could pay for Haywire Might. Oy. This is also somehow too many cards, but that's not going to be a hard problem to solve. I still don't really know what this deck does. Here, I'll take a Brainstorm now. Oh, a Boiler? Overlord of the Boiler Bilges? A win condition? I'm just going to play Endstone and deck myself. I don't even think Hedge Maze is worth playing. I'll take an Overgrown Tomb and a Restless Prey. This deck. Let's see. I don't even really know what to say. Okay, well let's let it cook. Let's see. I guess I could just take out Haywire Might. I don't really have any way to tutor for it. I could just take out the Willow Rush Verge. And right now this is 17 lands, so I could probably be a little bit fewer lands. I'll play Mire to shuffle for Brainstorm. Take out planes. I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 white sources for Fracture Identity Prismatic Ending, and 3, 4, 5, 6 red. Yeah, that is enough. And I mean, I could take out Prismatic Ending. Is this Saheeli any good? I mean, it's not really. Tezzeret at least can get, like, tutor up some things, but I guess I'll take out Talisman of Unity, Saheeli, and let's do it. All right, battling against Ashiok here, and let's see. Let's see how this goes. All right, I'll keep this. Basically, my deck would have been better if I tried to do anything else. Whether it was obviously like a Boros deck, probably would have been great. Blue-white control, Luris, any of those things. I decided I wanted to first pick Mox Opal. I do it, so you didn't have to. I don't need to go nuts with Chrome Mox quite yet, though. I will next turn. Let's go. My only thing that I don't like is I don't have a blue card. Okay, now I'm just going to go for it. So let's go. Well, I could do it now, but if I'm getting Endstone, I don't think that's. I think what I want to do. Yeah, let's just go Talisman here. And then what I'm kind of hoping is I draw a blue card. But even if I don't, now I can go Tinker, Talisman, play a land, draw a card, play a Mox, draw a card, maybe Imprint and Prismatic Ending. We'll see. Playing Endstone and then doing nothing else doesn't really make sense. And I'm not even taking damage effectively because I'm going to... Oh, okay. Because I'm going to end up going to 10 afterwards. But what they're doing now looks kind of scary. Okay, let's see. Lightning Helix gets imprinted. They made a red-white Mox. Look at you. They're going to braid my Talisman or something? Oh, Glimmerlands. Wow, and then they're going to take an extra turn and then attack with the Glimmerlands. All right, that's pretty good. I could also tinker away the Chrome Mox, but I kind of think with Endstone out, I'm going to want to... Oh, they keep putting the counter on there. That's interesting. I would have usually wanted to spread it out. I kind of want to play Mox after Endstone, draw a card. Okay. Let's see what they've got. Kellen, Planner, Trailblazer. Sure. Pretty sick start, given that this is their turn 3. All right, so let's go. Okay, your go. All right. Talisman. I think we might still be okay here. Let's get the Endstone. Prismatic Vista, draw a card. Be nice to hit not lands. Get a plains. Prismatic Ending, X equals 0. On Kellen, draw a card. I will play the Mox. I'm not to imprint, but just to try to draw. I'll decline because I want to find a blue card to pitch to force. All right. Well, this is kind of nice. Okay. I guess it would have kind of worked out better here. Let's actually bobble, see what they're drawing. It would have worked out better to imprint, and then I could have cast Memory Lapse. But I'll cast Force and I'll draw my card. I'll take 7, go to 2. I mean, they should just attack first, most likely. Though my hand is all lands now. Oh, I guess I shouldn't let that resolve. Force that, draw a card. We got a talker over there. All right, well, if they draw a land, they can play Sanguine Evangelist, and I guess I kind of need Fractured Identity at that point. Yep. Okay, they're not very close to bringing Flage back, at least. All right. Let's draw Tezzeret. Let's just go Mountain, draw a card. Talisman, I think, is fine. Okay, Brainstorm is interesting. So let's go Brainstorm, draw. I already played my land, sadly, so I'll put back Mana Confluence, Bloodstained Mire. Play Tezzeret, draw. I'm going to shuffle here. Get LED. Play Petal and draw. Redraw the Mire. LED and draw. And now I think we're just dead. I can't do anything else. All right. My deck is just so not playable. So I wasn't really planning on playing a ton out because of how bad it was. I figured, you know what? We'll see. We'll do a more sane draft, but I just wanted to let you know, for full transparency, sometimes when I do things like that, it really doesn't work out. So I don't want you thinking that it's a good idea. Not that anyone was really under any illusion that it was, but let's get back in the queue. All right, welcome to a more sane draft where I'm going to be first picking Dismember over really nothing. I don't think you can honestly justify anything else here. There's Counterspell, there's Tundra, there's Elite Spellbinder, but it's a pretty easy Dismember, and maybe we'll get a little bit more direction here. I better hope they don't pass me on Mox Opal. All right, and here, after first picking Dismember, again, can really kind of go anywhere. There's Oust, there's Xander's Lounge, Thundering Falls. I'm kind of in a Xander's Lounge mood. Feels like there's some good directions to go with that. And here, Ocelot Pride. Oust and Ocelot Pride would have been obviously a great start. There's Dak Faden. There's Fallen Shinobi. I do love a Pyrokinesis. I think Caustic Bronco, Magda, and Gobin are all kind of medium. They're okay, but they're not anything special. And I haven't really gotten the Fallen Shinobi decks to work very well. So it's really Dak, Pyrokinesis, or Ocelot Pride here. And I just took Xander's Lounge. I don't really want to take Ocelot Pride. Do I want to go Pyrokinesis or Dak Faden? I really do like them both. There's a lot of artifacts to steal with Dak in the cube. Pyrokinesis is also pretty solid, though. I'm going to go Pyrokinesis. I just think Pyrokinesis is truly excellent. And now I do like Mind Twist. Oh, Skull Clamp. I love Skull Clamp. All right. We can make Skull Clamp work. Would it have been better to have Ocelot Pride in this particular instance? Maybe. But Pyrokinesis is also very good with Skull Clamp. Now there's Solitude and Sanguine Evangelist, huh? I actually think I might still just have to take Evangelist just because it's so good with Skull Clamp. Evora, Deathrite, Volcanic, no. And followed up with Windswept Teeth. There we go. That's going to help cast these things. It's funny. It's the only fetch that can't get Xander's Lounge, but I'm not locked into playing Xander's Lounge or anything anyways. And here, and at Luris too, which is a shame because I was kind of keeping Luris as an option, but obviously after picking Evangelist Skull Clamp, I mean, I could still take Luris, but honestly I'm supposed to just take Parallax Wave. And now I can take Lutri for this Pyrokinesis. I love Lutri. All right, well, I don't feel bad that I don't have a Luris anymore. All right, so what are we trying to do here? Right now, technically, we only have white cards. Dismember is colorless, and Pyrokinesis plus Lutri works even if you have no other red cards in your deck. It just turns Pyrokinesis into a 3-mana exile, but that's not that bad. And you can pick up the Lutri earlier and then Pyrokinesis later. Let's see what comes back here. Just like most cubes, it would have worked out better just to take the white card. So if I had just taken, after taking Dismember, I could have taken, I don't even remember which white card was over Xander's Lounge, but here, I think I take Voldaren Epic here. It's a red card and it's good with Skull Clamp. And take an Ocelot Pride over Pyrokinesis, something like that. Oh, maybe it was Pride. Pride was after Xander's Lounge. In any case, that would have worked out better. And then here, Oust Wield. All right. So was Ocelot Pride going to wield next? No, Splitskin Doll did, though. That you can clamp that. Here we are. Here we are once more. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Look, I like playing grindy Skull Clamp games just as much as the next person, but I just do think it's funny that I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to draft anything. And it's like, no, here's 7th pick Parallax Wave. All right. You know, you got to do what you got to do. And in this particular case, I just spewed a draft entry, losing really badly with artifacts. You got to give this to me. Come on. Oh, Evora came back. I do like Evora. All right, I'll take Evora over Lauren. Works with Skull Clamp if you want it to. Still pretty good otherwise. That doesn't really matter. I'm not playing any of those. Ooh. Last pick, Arena of Glory. Take it. Urza Saga to go get Skull Clamp. Yeah, that's better than Prismatic Vista, I think. And then there's like Grim, Carnage Interpreter, Skyclave, Preacher, all potentials. But I'll take an Urza Saga here. And then here, I don't see most of this being very useful. The best card in the pack is Tameo, but we're not really in a spot to take that. I could take Steam Vents, just always generally good to have blue splashes. I could take Raugrin. Raugrin's a red-white land that I can get with Windswept Teeth. I guess that's fine. It's just a bad pack. I don't really want to take a black or green card. Mokti and Itla are pretty good, but I think I'd rather just take a land here. And then here, I'm into Fiery Confluence. Fiery Confluence is great. Also, copying it with Lutri, you can just kill them. I do like Cosmic Grand Zenith, though I don't have any zeros. Currency Converter, I'm not really getting it off Saga that often. I do like Converter, and it's probably not going to table, but I think Fiery Confluence is... My love of Converter does even have limits. And then here... Ooh, I think Guide of Souls is going to be the pick, given how many tokens I'm going to want to make. Passing Underground Sea, Containment Priest. I do like a Containment Priest in general. With Parallax Wave. Ooh, there we go. I love Staff of the Storyteller. It's fantastic with Clamp. It's good with the other cards like Sanguine Evangelist. And I'm going to try to get more tokens. Good with Guide of Souls. Plus Descendant and Flickerus. One of those could come back. White has seemed pretty open. And then here, there's Balance and Thoughtseize. I'm not necessarily going to play it, but I don't want to splash black in this deck. I don't really see a reason to. I have had some red-white decks that have been done pretty nicely with Balance. When you have like Planeswalkers, cards like Skull Clamp, Staff of the Storyteller, it can work. Parallax Wave, you can wave out all your creatures, then balance all theirs away, and then the wave goes away and it comes back. All that stuff works out really nicely. Lutri Balance, not a very good combo though, I will say that. And then here, I mean, Snuff Out is great. People are figuring out that Sneak and Reanimate stuff just not very good, huh? I'll take Meticulous Archive under the chance that maybe I do end up playing blue. I guess I have a blue-red land in my sideboard too. And Archive is fetchable with Windswept Teeth, so that's something. I'll take a Dinner Splendor as well. There's also Winds of Abandon. Winds is pretty nice, but I have Oust, Dismember, Parallax Wave, Fiery Confidence. Yeah, I have a lot of removal, and I think Dinner Splendor is pretty good. Okay, so Grim and Carnage Interpreter both came back. I've got to just take Grim at this point, especially since my goat is gone. Currency Converter is unfortunately gone. I had to take the Fiery Confluence. So one of the combos I do like is Carnage Interpreter plus Currency Converter, but that is not an option here. Here, I guess I'll rumble. I don't think I'm very likely to play it, but I'll take it. Oh, the Converter came back. I don't really know how, but I have multiple discard cards already. Yeah, I'm taking that over Cathar Commando and Hellrider. I just think Currency Converter is really good. Sure. Underground Sea, I guess, is kind of... Sorry, Titans. Remember the Titans. And Shadowy Backstreet. I mean, I guess I have random lands that I could splash with if I needed to. All right, going into pack 3, what do we got? Oh, a Mana Crypt? It's going to be a good Mana Crypt deck. This Urza Saga pick is going to work out. I do not have enough 3s for Mana Crypt exactly, but I will find ways to use it. There's also a Comet in the pack, but Mana Crypt is too busted. All right, Monastery Mentor could come back, and if it does, I'm all here for it. And here, well, how many artifacts do you need? No, I'm going to take, I think, Steel Cutter. I only have the 1/0, but I have a lot of 1s, and Steel Cutter Skull Clamp is really good. Not so much just because you clamp the monks that you can. It's also just a steady stream of cards. This gives you a really good value after that when you're drawing a lot of cards. Oh, Flage and Pyrogoyf. It's also Retrofitter, but if I knew I was getting Academy, I could see doing that. They're both really good. I think I would rather have Flage. Flage is obscenely good. I also have Arena of Glory. A little Flage action. Feels like the life gain, dealing a bunch of damage. I mean, they're both, again, very similar cards, but this deck can use Flage, and I think that not every deck can. Whereas Pyrogoyf, part of the reason it's so strong is it is splashable. Now there's Lightning Bolt and Scalding Tarn. I think I'm supposed to just take Bolt. I only have two white-red lands, but I think I'll just have to live with that. Also, the Tarn, it gets a Raugrin Triumph. It doesn't get untapped red-white, so not even as impressed. And then here, there is Absent. Man, I don't really want any of these things. I might, is it worth it to take Kumano? No, I think I'll just take the Wandering Emperor. I like having a couple high-end things for Mana Crypt. Here, probably you'll want Sunbaked Canyon. I do like Legion Extruder is a way to get rid of Mana Crypt, but 27. I'm already cutting cards, so let's just take a red-white land here. And now there's Rabble Master. That's really good with Crypt and Skull Clamp, so I think I will take it over another tapped red-white land or Lion Sash. All right, so right now, if you take out Lutri, because it's going to go in the sideboard, we're at 17 lands plus Mana Crypt, so fine like this or one over regardless. Balance, kind of interesting with Currency Converter, Mana Crypt, Clamp. Now there's Tursa and Lelia. I don't think I take Tursa because I have Evora and Currency Converter as like good discard outlets. I think those cards are pretty comparable. So I don't know. I'll take Tursa here. I could be wrong. And then Mentor did come back because I'm not taking Ephemerate. How many spells? Should I have a decent amount? Probably not enough to take to play Mentor. Would I play Ghostfire Slice? Probably don't really want to play that either. Let's just take the Mentor and maybe it'll line up that we play it though, because we still have a couple picks left. Because if we got a couple more creatures in, I could see it. I think Chromatic Star is actually kind of interesting. It's another thing to get with Saga. It's a cheap trigger. Yeah, for if I take Mentor, if I put Mentor back in, or with Steel Cutter. Now, I don't think I'm going to run it, but I'll take the Fire Covenant. I'm not playing Coalition Relic, so I could kind of support Tribal Flames in this deck. Okay. I mean, I don't think I want Unexpectedly Absent either. I would rather... just play my other removal spells. I have Oust, Bolt. I have some good ones. Yawgmoth, another card, needs to get out of the cube for the next iteration. I just don't think anyone ever plays the card. My guidelines for cutting cube cards, one of the biggest ones, is if no one ever plays it, you're just kind of wasting space. All right, what do we got here? What do we got? And what's in that bag? Here, let's set this as companion. Got to remember to do that. This is 42 cards. I could cut a land for a mana crypt, though. Do I want balance in my... Well, I only have 11 creatures. I actually think balance could be good here. Don't want to cut the cheap cards very much. I guess maybe I could cut Wandering Emperor in a land. Or maybe I cut Intrepid Adversary in a land. I think the Adversary is just okay. And I'll cut out Plains. So right now I have 6, 7, 8, 9 white, and 6, 7, 8, 9 red, plus Chromatic Star. All right, let's do it. All right, time for round one again. Let's see. I'm on the play. Okay. I think I just go land go. I'm going to hold the Skull Clamp to play it, and maybe at the same turn as a Steel Cutter. Okay. It's not too bad. Let's play Generous Plunder, because I think the mana from this could be pretty nice. Also, if this gets countered, just don't care that much. All right. So next turn, I can play Rabble Master, or I can play Steel Cutter Skull Clamp. Playing against maybe Grixis Control of some kind. Jeez, okay. Finding myself a little outpowered here. I didn't have anything else. I'm just going to go Rabble Master. This just hits the hardest if it works. It's be annoying if they have Subtlety. Snap Mana Leak. Okay, I mean, turn 1 Mana Leak, turn 2 Snapcaster Mana Leak after playing Mana Crypt Talisman is a hell of a start. Maybe they'll lose some flips. I mean, this is the turn where they just play like their 6-drop and kill me, but I guess we'll see. Tapped Watery Grave, all right. Okay, I can resolve a spell. Nice, nice. I mean, they don't do anything. They are going to die here, especially with a Mana Crypt in play. They have now 7 mana? 8 mana? I mean, there's a lot they could do. Barrogoyf and Lotus Petal? That's not going to do it. So despite their pretty insane start, I actually think I'm going to be fine here. Because I go Flage, kill the Barrogoyf. Doesn't matter which order I stack the triggers in, though. Technically, it is better to do this to not have a creature in the graveyard. Wow, I didn't even give him priority to sack the Lotus Petal. That's funny. Skull Clamp. And then I'm going to... Oops, don't equip the... I want to equip the clamp to this one. And I don't think attacking with Evora gets me anything. All right. Happy with this block. Okay, I'm happy with this block too. It's all the same to me. If actually this block was worse for them because they take more damage. Because either way, I'm gonna draw off clamp end of turn. All right. Well, they got all dressed up with nowhere to go so far. They have so much mana that an Ugin or a Draw 7 or a maybe Bolus of Citadel this turn or something could still definitely get them somewhere. Do they draw Wheel of Fortune? Okay. I guess so. Well, they're probably dead if I get a turn. Because I drew Arena of Glory and I have Flage. But they did wheel and they have a bunch of 7 mana left. Flame Slash, okay. Dark Confidant. All right, interesting. Let's go Mana Crypt. Doesn't look like they have anything to me. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 8 mana. So I could play Parallax Wave and I could play Flage. I guess I will do that. Or I could play Sanguine Evangelist and Flage. Maybe I'll do that instead. Let's go Arena of Glory. Tap, add red. Colorless. Let's go Sanguine Evangelist. It says haste. And then Flage. And this also has haste, right? Yeah. I guess I nug the Bob. And might as well get my little bit of a prowess, and then that's it. All right, so they drew wheel, and then they didn't have anything else to do with it. This has been my experience in this cube. I'm not the person with 2 power so much, but I'm the person casting Wheel of Fortune, Snapcasters, and Mana Leaks, and then dying to Boros. Okay, battling Jetmir of the Gardens. This is probably fine. It's marginal, but Guide of Souls, Bolt their 2-drop, or 1-drop. Hopefully they just don't even have anything on turn 1. And then Tersa. Oh, I drew Generous Plunder. That was a nice draw. Well, now this hand just looks great. Generous Plunder was a good one. They might kill it, but then they're not killing Guide of Souls or Tersa. And then next turn, now I could play Wandering Emperor if I wanted to, though. Pretty good chance I still want to just play Tersa, though this also might die. No? All right. What you got? Swamp. I'm getting hemmed. It would also be kind of annoying. Oh, Virtued. They killed that one, though, huh? Okay. Decline to give them a treasure. I feel like they're maybe on double black here. I'm just going to discard these 2. Now that I've drawn Skull Clamp, I just wanted to find cards I could clamp. Like Grim Lavamancer, for example. Mono black? Barrowglyph? Phyrexian Obliterator? Hexmage and Revoker. I think I'll be getting a treasure this turn because Generous Plunder is going to enable me to cast Fiery Confluence, and it is going to be good. Chandra Torch of Defiance, pretty reasonable name. Balance, not looking so good. Destroy target artifact, 1 damage to each creature, 2 to each opponent. Or, that leaves them with the treasure. I actually think I'm supposed to go destroy those 2. And then 1 to each creature. And just make it so they can't cast anything else here. Or less likely to cast something. And then next turn, I just don't give them a treasure. I mean, I guess the Plunder hasn't even been that good this game, but was good enough. 2-0. All right, battling this little Cactuar. And I'm on the play with Converter. All right. I don't have a red mana, but Ursa into Converter is a really strong combination. For 3 mana, you get to discard 2, draw 2, and make a treasure and a 2/2, or some combination of treasures and 2/2s over the course of the next couple turns. It's pretty great. Okay, let's go Plains and Converter. Ship the turn. Plus, sometimes they lead on like Inquisition or Thoughtseize, and Converter just gets them. Giver Runes is pretty good, but because you can always target Giver, you don't need to kill it right away. Now I'm going to convert, try to get a red mana, which I can by discarding Plains if I need to. Then go Steel Cutter Oust or Steel Cutter Dismember and go from there. Okay, and they're going to attack me with Giver. Nope, no plays. Let's draw. Let's discard Plains. And now I'm going to go. Okay, tap this. Put this in the graveyard. Play Steel Cutter. Containment Priest. That doesn't stop the Steel Cutter, but okay. That is a legal maneuver. And then oust the Giver. Make a Steel Cutter token. Oh, I see. They can do that. That they can do. And then crack this. Get my Raugrin Triumph. Pass the turn here. See what they do. All right, they had Suruk attack. I had to answer the door. I had to go fast. Do I block here? I don't think so. Containment Breach is just a 2/2 against me. How do I do this? I think I'm going to go, yeah, Tersa. Just discard planes. And then now, even if I didn't hit a land, I get to convert. Bolt or Dismember? I think I'd rather just use Bolt on the Suruk. They do get to draw a card. No getting around that, but I get to hit them for a bunch. Dismember versus Bolt's close, but I feel like this will work out okay. All right. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Now what? I think what I'm just going to do is attack and see what they do. Because I have instant speed removal. Hoping the sages block the tokens. And then I can set up, yeah, perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to have happen. All right. And do this. Because now I can go Fiery Confluence. 2 to each creature, right? Yep. And 1 to each opponent, or 2 to each opponent. Boom. It killed everything. I mean, they still have 4 cards in hand, but I've got Dismember, and I've got the Steel Cutter. Oh. So they have Caracas for Tersa. Interesting. Do I want to... I could Flage. I mean, they Caracas for Flage too, but what happens if I go Dismember to Ignoble? That actually doesn't seem like great value. Let's just go attack here. Let's see if they want to bounce Tersa. Okay, they did not. And I think... Do I want to put Lutri in hand? I think so. Because there's a chance that I want to double Dismember here. I'm going to bounce Tersa end of turn. Yeah, it makes sense. I feel like I'm not in like a massive hurry, so flaging their face and dismembering Ignoble, yeah, it doesn't seem like what I want to be doing with my time. All right. Now I've got moves. Dismember Lutri? Yeah, sounds pretty legit. Lutri, trigger, Corey Steelcutter. Target the Dismember. Same target. They can bounce my Lutri, but that also doesn't seem super profitable. And then I'll hit for 2 here. And, I mean, I have a lot of legends. Caracas is good against legends, but all my legends have ETBs, so that part is nice. And there's a Rabble Master. Let's actually go Rabble Master. And then I might use Converter. Oh, sure. I might use Converter to convert Flage into the graveyard. They kind of have to bounce this Lutri, don't they? Oh, they're going to get lost to Lutri. Oh, yeah. That is fine by me. All right. I am going to start using these then, actually, because I would like to hit a land. Oh, Urza Saga. What a land. And now I can just use Converter. That was perfect. All right, well, okay. Minsc and Boo is good. I don't know that it'll be good enough, but that is one of the things that they needed to get out of this. Right. 8? Well, I gotta be close to it. Is attacking even good here? What's our last card? Last card's a land. All right. To use currency converter. Skin doll. I think I can just discard the Tersa at this point. Not spending my time on that. Oh, pyrokinesis? That looks pretty great. So what if I go split skin doll, pyrokinesis, flage? Sure, let's go split skin doll first. Draw a card. Parallax Wave also basically does it. So let's say if I go pyrokinesis the noble, yeah, I can just attack for. Oh, I'm one short. I can pyrokinesis the noble. I guess if my map token hits, then I'll have lethal because this will deal 3, and the new one. Oh wait, no, this will deal 3, and the new one will deal 2. So right now I'm one short. I'm attacking for 4, and then I have flage. So if my top card's an online, I just win right now. Otherwise, you know, I should just play Parallax Wave. It just means I'll win next turn, basically guaranteed. And I'll even attack Minsk and Boo. Wave the Noble. I just have lethal out by so much next turn between the 2/2 I'm going to make end of turn and everything. I just have to make sure I don't just randomly get cheesed out by something. Rex Sage. That was not a bad draw, but no, that's not going to do it. They're going to blow up. I mean, blowing up Parallax Wave doesn't even really do anything. They're just dead here. In order to play correctly, let's do that. And let's put this Tersa back. This dies. Steel Cutter. Steel Cutter was good this game. Arena of Glory. Somewhat unnecessary. Let's get Mana Crypt. Why not? Blage. Yoink. And they are done. They are done for. All right. That worked out nicely. Tersa Converter did some work. Let's keep going. All right. Battling this dinosaur here. All right. This is an interesting hand. Certainly a good one. It just means I don't play turn 1 Steel Cutter or Mana Crypt. I just go turn 2. This is going to be the plan. I'll play the Raugrin Triumph here since I'm not planning on anything turn 1 anyways. It does let me not, or it stops me from bolting end of turn, but I don't know how big of a deal that is. Okay. Huh. Turn 2 Preacher. Interesting. Steel Cutter. I mean, Skull Clamp was a pretty fantastic draw. Because now I get to go Skull Clamp. Prowess. Equip. Attack for 4. Pass the turn. This way they don't draw a card when they attack. And hopefully they can't kill the Skull Clamp. The next turn I have Fiery Confluence, Lightning Bolt, and I have Lutri if I need it. Does feel like they're going to kill something here. They're hovering like mad over every single card I have. So I don't know exactly what's going on. And if I get to untap, especially if I draw a play, I got some good moves. Oh, Skyclave. They got the Mana Crypt? Okay. I guess I'm actually pretty happy about that. Oh, what a draw. So let's go Split Skin Doll. I do have to discard, funnily enough. Discard of Plains, I guess. Then let's bolt the Skyclave. This dies, I draw 2. Wait, why did it go that direction? Oh, just the way it stacked the triggers was not great for me. All right. It pass. Actually, I should have just maybe, no, I don't know if I really want to double block with Skull Clamp out. All right. I mean, I have balance here too, which actually could be kind of interesting. They can't kill the Skull Clamp. I kind of like my spot. Though I did expect, I guess I needed to sort the triggers. I wasn't really looking at that. Yeah, I don't have auto order on, so, huh. And now they have 2 cards in hand. The Riddler. Okay, that's pretty good. I feel like my opponent's having a seizure. They're highlighting every card like 5 times a turn. And now they're going to just make another 1/1. Take 3 down to 15. Take my turn. Yeah, I actually think balance is going to be good at some point here, but not yet, not yet. Just equip the split skin doll with clamp here. Draw my 2 cards. Staff of the Storyteller. I kind of don't mind that. And that gets me another token? Sure. Oh, no, it doesn't give me a token. I haven't actually done anything yet. I think I'm going to equip this thing, and I'm just going to pass. I'm not going to attack at this point. I mean, they have Concealing Curtains, so they can take one of the cards out of my hand. My hand's pretty good. Flage is getting close to coming back. I get to block the Preacher with a 3/1 and a 1/1. They kept the card on top, which I don't really like. Mox Diamond really pulling its weight here. Beza. So gain 4 life and draw a card. Sure. I think I'm going to want to balance here. So I think I'm going to block their tokens. I don't care if I have to discard some cards. I've got cards to discard. Oh, Flage with haste at some point could be good too. Let's see. Play Arena of Glory. Play Balance. Keep Fiery Confluence. Sanguine Evangelist, Fiery Confluence, I think. Then go Sanguine Evangelist, no haste, because I want to haste the Flage at some point. And I'm down to, I discarded a bunch of cards, but it was a Generous Plunder and a bunch of lands. Didn't even matter. And I got to kill Beza, Preacher, Concealing Curtains, and a bunch of creatures. Now they can play the Riddler. Oh, they have like 2 lands in hand or something, because you'd really want to get down to 1 card when you play the Riddler. Are we getting baited with this Flage? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Exile a bunch of creatures because I don't have any animates in my deck or anything. Nice. Did not get baited. Well, so far. Target the Riddler. Play Grim Lavamancer here. Let's see. I will, in fact, attach the Steel Cutter, make a token. Oh, I could have even have the Grim be hasted too. They're going to kill my Flage now before I attack. That's actually not even that bad. Because the Riddler has 3 damage on it. Yeah, I'm just going to send with everything. They'll block that and they'll go to 7 here. I think we're going to be A-okay. Even have a lethal, effectively lethal fiery confluence. Them not killing Skull Clamp this game really didn't work out great for them. I will say that. I mean, I think I just go to attack. Seems like this works pretty nicely. They got to do something here. Block, kill, block Lavamancer, kill the monk, or block the monk, kill the Lavamancer. They go to 1. Feels pretty likely they have a. It feels like one of the ways I could lose this is if they have a counterspell in hand. I'm just going to draw with the staff here. Okay, land. Crack the heath, go to 17. Yeah, I'm going to put Lutri in hand, and I think just pass the turn. Look, if they combo me out here, you know, so it goes. They can use Restless Fortress to gain 2 life, but this way, if I draw a land, I guess it has to be a mountain. I can play Lutri, or I can play Fiery Confluence, then Lutri and copy it. What I might do here, though, actually, Pyrokinesis that, pitching Lutri. That way it kind of forces them to have a counterspell right now, and if they do, I can untap and then Fiery Confluence them. I just really didn't want to tap out for Fiery Confluence, have them go like Mana Leak, untap, draw 2 off Riddler, cast a sweeper, you know, that sort of thing. I figured, yeah, Reprieve. And draw 2 off the Riddler. Very nice. I mean, they're going to need something pretty good. I could Pyrokinesis again, but I'd have to pitch Fiery Confluence. I don't really want to do that. Okay, draw. I mean, I guess I just do this. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Not that mode. I mean, they have to have a counter here, and even if they do, I just kill them with my creatures. So I think we got them. It took a little bit of work. Balance was actually good, even in the red-white deck. Them skyclaving my Mana Crypt instead of my Skull Clamp, like, that was an ambitious play. I understand why they made it, trying to make it so my Steel Cutter is worse. Oh, they have forced pitching a card. All right. Let's equip Skull Clamp to this guy. Attack with these 2. I guess if they have a kill spell here, they have Malcolm, so they're not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. I could Grim the Malcolm. So if I just pass, they go block there, block there. There 3. If I Grim the Malcolm, they have to block there. They go to 1. I draw 2 cards. Oh, let's draw off the staff, because if I draw a red card, I just win. Okay. I guess I allow that. I'm going to draw 2 more off Skull Clamp here. I have already played a land. And I can't just win with Pyrokinesis, but let's draw 2. Grimount. I'm just going to play Guide of Souls, make a Steel Cutter token. So it would have been better to attack with Grim, but Blade should still be able to finish the game here. And this is a 1/4. I guess I can block it down. I lose my bat token? Yeah, that's probably fine. They're holding on. Force negation. Pitching to Fairy to have a free counter is a pretty big game. All right. I've got to be able to kill them now, right? This is just getting ridiculous. Let's sack this, add a red. Draw a card. Add two more red. Flage. Is this enough? Can we finally get there? Guide of Souls. Triggers. Flage as haste. Days. Oh. It came close. I gotta admit, they got a lot of spirit. All right, well, we got there, and that gives us another dub here. Corey Steel Cutter has been putting in the work. I will say that. What was our record now? Is that a 4-0 start? Nice, not bad. All right, battling unknown figure at high mythic. Opponent goes first. I will run this hand. It's banking a lot on these red cards being good, Fiery Confluence and Pyrokinesis, which are also kind of good in the same matchups or in the similar matchups, so we'll see. Okay, well, they look good here. Let's go into Urza's Bauble. Firing it off. All right, please don't see Fiery Confluence. That is, in fact, the card they saw. The one card I care about them seeing. I mean, them seeing Pyrokinesis is not nothing, but Fiery Confluence is the one card you can really walk into, and now they're not going to. Oh, well. Oh, well. Okay, no plays, huh? Just Ralgren Triumph this thing up. Pelia or a Demi, sure. If they can kill the Grim, that's a little unfortunate, because otherwise the Grim is going to do some good hunting here. Ooh. Okay, Mountain or Plains Oust or Mountain like Flame Slash. Otherwise, Grim Lavamancer is going to start racking up some dubs. At least attack with a Demi of the Silk Shoots. I mean, come on. I'll go to 17. They're going to kill my Grim now? It looks like they are. Well, the nice part is I get to go Lutri in a second here. Let's get Ralgren Triumph. I mean, I like Sanguine Evangelist too, but let's just go Lutri, Pyrokinesis. 2 to that one. Exile the Lutri. Pyrokinesis is a nice one. I guess that's a good one they didn't see as well. And now, so I basically traded 1 for 3, but they got a card back, so 2 for 1. They didn't play anything else there. All right. The Evangelist. We'll crack the star and the blood and all that next turn. Just get a little bit more stuff on the board. Okay. Oh, that's money. All right, let's attack first. Yeah, I don't want to show them Skull Clamp. Oh, they don't have anything. Nice. Right, let's sack this for white. I probably don't even really need to be precise about which mana I tap for that. Clamp. Clamp, Epicure. I mean, they're just completely done now. There's no pressure in play, and I'm just going to draw a million cards here. Okay, land and Split Skin Doll. Get well, the splitting's good. Pass the turn, and they're going to need like Pest Infestation or something off that Lush Portico to get into this. Or like Overlord of the Mistmoors or something ridiculous like that. Let's send here. Oh, they got moves now? I mean, they're also just dead this turn to Fiery Confluence if they don't do something. And they know about Fiery Confluence, so probably need to get busy living or get busy dying. All right. Okay, I go to 12, then go back up to 14. I get the extra battle cry point because they didn't want to show me. Sure. We'll clamp it up. Okay, Urza Saga. This is not one of the games where I think I'm probably playing balance. In fact, I think I'm going to discard the balance right here so I can make it into a 2-2. And maybe I'll draw a play. Oh, I did. Staff. Nice. This is a very good at grinding Boros deck. You can see these games. Just once you have Skull Clamp, like you can just write your own ticket, really. All right. End of turn. Boom. Make a 2-2. Make another counter on the staff. There's a Saga. Ticks up. Attack you for 3. Lightning Helix my token. All right. Just Gold Clamp this. I don't even really need to draw too many cards here because I've got a staff to make. So let's just Skull Clamp. Actually, I don't need to Skull Clamp. 2-tap. Yeah, let's. I'm not going to draw staff. I'm actually going to use Converter and Urza Saga here, I think. Oh, their own Skull Clamp. A little too late. All right, a little 5-0 start. Let's go. All right. Battling a little slime foot action here. Ursa, Converter, Pyrokinesis, Pitch a Plunder, or maybe a Lutri, who knows. I like it. This hand is good in the Boros Mirror. Well, this deck, I think, is good in the Boros Mirror, and that's what matters. I do think the pressure here is good against some of the combo decks, and you saw me outgrind that Quantum Riddler control deck. Like these decks are capable of doing good things. Let's play Converter. Pass the turn. Let's see if I think I'm going to need Pyrokinesis like ASAP here. Oh no, don't mess with my Converter. No, my Converter. It was so beautiful, so pure. This makes my Tursa a lot less good. And they had Thoughtseize? Wow, look at them. I had Converter to stop their Thoughtseize, or to really make it bad, and they just prismatic ending me right into Thoughtseize. All right, well, see what they take here. I imagine it's Tursa, because that's how I'm going to get out of this current flood situation. Oh, they took the Plunder, which might mean they just have another discard spell for next turn. But I could just cycle Star, but I don't think I want to do that. We'll get a chance to do that next turn, and this way I can get Ragran Triumph. Really, they're not doing anything. Do they have a Reprieve to stop Tursa? It's not like a permanent solution. Let's get the Triumph. Let's draw. Oh, Rabble Master. Let's just crack the Star. Play Rabble Master. Oh, they're pathing it? I'm just never mad when I get pathed. It's like, ooh, I get a land. And this is perfect, because now I can play Evora into Tursa and get double value that way. And they're cracking a clue. I mean, did it as much as it is annoying that they killed my prismatic or my currency converter, they are just 1-for-1ing a bunch. Patsy, not even a 1-for-1. It's a 2-for-1 in my favor. All right, let's go Evora. Tursa, and I'm not discarding the Pyrokinesis. I will get a chance to use that one. Attack for 3, and then next turn I can go Lutri Pyrokinesis. Lutri Pyrokinesis, another very strong setup. 4 cards in graveyard. Let's see what they do. They might think I can't play the Pyrokinesis if they haven't figured out the Lutri thing. 3 1-mana removal spells is pretty good. Oh, Luris Unprotected? Nothing to bring back? I don't know about that. Oh. Hold on, I can just hardcast now. Huh. Sure. All right. How it works for me. Now they can chump Evora if they want. Oh, actually, huh. I didn't really think about it. It didn't matter because I didn't block. I actually should have done 2 Dolores, 1 to Thalia, 1 to Thraben. So if they blocked Evora, I'd get another blood still. All right, well, that was pretty easy to be honest. They had some good stuff, but eventually Pyrokinesis killing their stuff was pretty good. And I also was just ripping through my deck with all those blood tokens. 6-0? 7-0? Dare we dream? Let's hope this last one goes well. All right. Battling Fleege, I think. I'm on the play. All right. I am going to keep this, and I think I just play the turn 1 Epic here. And I'm just going to play a turn 2 Steel Cutter, and I'm not really going to have spells to play with it for a little bit. Unless I draw a Mana Crypt. That would be disgusting. But what I'm going to do is go turn 1 Mountain Epicure, turn 2 Saga Steel Cutter, turn 3 make a Saga token. It's going to be bigger because of these two. They both make artifacts. And then make another Saga token, probably get a Mana Crypt, and go from there. My opponent's mulling. There is like some thought to holding a 1-drop in case of Steel Cutter, but I think given the fact this makes a blood for my Saga tokens, I think that this is the way I want to do it. Etria Triumph. Saga, Steel Cutter, hit for 1. You should be able to exert Arena to activate Saga and give it haste to the token. That'd make a lot of sense. So here, it's important I actually don't play Plains this turn, that I play Arena. So that way next turn, after I make a Saga token on draw step or on first beginning of my main phase, I can still play Oust. Okay, for 1. Pass the turn. They left up a counterspell, but they're probably going to play a Malcolm or something. Something or other, I would imagine. No plays, okay. They could have Miscalc. That's a counterspell that you would be able to do something with, but they would still choose not to cycle. Who knows? Make a token. I was kind of hoping they just play a creature this turn. They're going to bolt my token. Braid my Steel Cutter, maybe? Well, Braid they could have done end of turn. All right. That is acceptable. Land, huh? Let's go make a token. I will get... Oh, actually, I will get Skull Clamp as well. Good. Attack for 1 here. Skull Clamp the Voldaren Epicure and hope they don't have a removal spell for Skull Clamp in response. If they kill my Voldaren Epicure in response, I don't care. All right, draw 2. If I draw Mana Crypt here, it's going to be so disgusting. I did draw a free spell. Could be good. I don't really know what they're up to. They could be like Blue-Red Breach or something here. Brazen Bar. Well, so they've kind of dealt with the Saga tokens, but I feel with Steel Cutter and Skull Clamp out, they can't be feeling great about this if they don't have a way to kill one of those cards. My hand currently is a bunch of double white cards and removal, and they don't have any creatures in play, so I'm just going to draw a mountain here or something. It's going to be pretty awkward. Flage. Discard a mountain. Draw a card. All right, I drew a Plains. That's decent. Put Lutri into hand. Pass the turn. So kind of a weak turn with those two in play, but if they don't have a combo here, then I don't feel too bad. Maybe they go for like Hull Breach or Wheel and I have Pyrokinesis. That could be nice. They blow up these artifacts. That takes away a lot of the value I had accumulated, but I still have Wandering Emperor. I really could just go for like a Chromatic Star, anything cheap that can trigger Steel Cutter here. Or them playing something I can oust. Oh, just Pyroglyph to the face? Okay. Don't mind that, to be honest. They use their mana vault too. Let's oust this thing. I know it's kind of awkward to oust Pyroglyph, but I'm okay doing it. And then play Wandering Emperor. I don't care if they counter the Wandering Emperor very much. They have a counter, they can counter it. They have a Brazen Borrower that they can play. But they also have Pyroglyph coming back, so it's not like I'm that worried about Wandering Emperor. I think what I'm going to do is put a counter and give this first strike, and that way if they play Brazen Borrower and they attack the Emperor, they don't quite kill it. And then next turn I can do something with the Emperor if I need to. All right. Yep, Brazen Borrower is fine. Take 1, go to 12. I feel like we're doing fine here. Basically, seeing Pyroglyph I didn't really mind that much, just because I'm mostly worried in this case to losing to Breach, Brain Freeze, or I guess Hull Breacher I kind of have covered with Pyrokinesis, but like some kind of combo. I'm not that worried about losing to like a team or mid-range deck. My hand is so good for going long. So, I mean, I think they do have like a counterspell maybe in hand, but I'm not feeling that bad about things. Evoking Fury, pitching Saheeli. Or I could Pyrokinesis to save my monk, but Pyrokinesis is just going to be another monk later, so fine by me. So there's that Chromatic Star. I like that. So let's start by just casting Flage. Guess I'll play my land first. And what's cool about this now is I'm going to kill the Brazen Borrower, because if I get a big Flage attack, they're probably just going to die anyway. Now I'm going to make a Steel Cutter token, but I'm going to ultimately clamp it. And attack, they go to 9. They're going to go to 8, and now they're just going to die. They're going to play Pyroglyph to kill my token. I mean, maybe they'll do something else. They haven't played anything else yet. They know Flage is coming, so I guess they can't really be that happy about things. 6/7 Goyf, but really not, because I'm going to eat a bunch of stuff from my graveyard. So, card. I don't have enough mana to also haste the Evangelist, sadly. So let's eat everything but a creature. So that also shrinks the Pyroglyph down to a 3/4. Nug you. Yeah. All right, well, that was some pretty good grinding, and we made some mythic progress too. A 7/0 will do that. The Boros will continue until morale improves. All right, well, we went from first picking Mox Opal and going 0-1 to 7-0ing with, I mean, I had a Mana Crypt. That was great. Pyrokinesis, always awesome. Better than Fury, I think, in most of the games I played, just by virtue of being instant speed, and better with Lutri, because you can sometimes copy it. Steel Cutter, you can see why I'm obsessed with Skull Clamp. Skull Clamp, Saga, Balance even had an appearance. Staff was always good. The converter's great. It's always great. All right, well, that'll do it for this one. Hoping to get in a couple more arena drafts before the cube goes down, but no promises on that one. And you know what? Sometimes you just got to Boros them out. I do love me a Skull Clamp, so I will take it most of the time I see it. All right, that'll do it for this one. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.